organization. They need to interview ex-employees, current employees, find out the scope of what's going on before I would even allow Bill Belichick to come back and coach again, because you're messing with the integrity of the game. And here's the other part. People can poo-poo it, I know, outside of New England. I've had some Patriots fans who are friends of mine who have said, threw their hands up and said, I'm done. I cannot defend this organization anymore. This is like lunacy. Here we go again. And the damage has been done. And I'm talking about the people who are on the fence, who are always looking at the Patriots with one eye going, I know they've won a lot and they keep getting to the Super Bowls, but I don't know how much of this is Bill Belichick's system, what he's doing, and how much of this is basically that they have an advantage because they're doing some monkey business. And I think the legacy is going to be damaged no matter what comes out. There'll always be in the back of your head how much of this involved cheating with the Patriots. Yeah. And so here's the other, and then the excuse people make right away is they don't need any help to beat the 1-12 Bengals. Well, Spygate was against the 4-11 Jets and Eric Mangini. So obviously it has nothing to do with the team's record or whether or not they need it. You say, well, why did they do it? Why would they do it, right? It doesn't make any sense. Because they can. It's an arrogance. That's all it is. Taking advantage of a situation. You remember, there have even been plays where Bill Belichick circumvented the rules, did a play, and then the NFL has to come back the next day, right, or 2 days later and go, you can't do that anymore.
They changed the rule in the offseason.
Am I right?
But it's not circumventing rule. He just found a loophole.
A loophole, okay. You know what I mean? And that everybody goes, that's illegal.
Right.
And it wasn't, and then they have to button it up, right? Because he found a... So all I'm saying is the Patriots have been damaged from this, even if it's not this suspension and the big fine and draft picks or whatever. This organization will be damaged legacy-wise.
It is, and I feel the exact same way that you do, is that if there's nothing to be gained from it, why are you doing it? You know, the thing is, that there's a saying, Skip, that says, you never get upset with a person that lies to you. You should be upset that you can never believe anything they say again. That's what should be upsetting. And so because the Patriots have put themselves here, how can I trust anything they say? How? How do I believe? And that's what, and everybody wants to say you're just upset. They did what they were alleged to have done back in 27. That's fact. There's no way around that. I don't want to hear, but everybody, there's a lot. Hold on. There's not just one bank robber. There's just not one shoplifter. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things that are illegal. But just because someone else is doing it doesn't give you the ground that you could do it, should do it, and then use that as cover. That what about is it? Well, what about them?
But where are the other stories and fines of other teams who have been busted? That's what I'm waiting for. It doesn't happen that often.
And that's just me. It's just hard for me to believe a guy that knows everything that goes in the organization, all of a sudden, like coach, like Mr. Kraft is telling them what pieces to craft. Stop it. This is Coach Belichick. Coach Belichick, when it comes to football and football-related issues, and advanced scouting is a football-related issue. Everything has to have the blessing of Coach Bill Belichick. And if it can be proven that he knew and to what extent, punishment should be severe, it should be harsh, and it should be swift.
Okay, let's do the hypothetical. Let's say that it crossed his desk that we're sending this team, videographer, to Cleveland to do a piece, do your job for the website on the advanced scout. And he rubber stamped it like, okay, I got it. Rubber stamp, fine. Next, right? What would be his motivation? What would he gain from that piece if, in fact, he was masterminding some sort of cheating issue here? I still don't get what's to gain from it.
I can give you one. How about the Bengals have a new coach, don't they?
Yep.
Maybe, Skip, he has a file on everybody. Maybe this is not for right now.
Skip, it's
tendencies.
It's all about it's all about chronicling information.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why he asked Micah Hyde, did you make that pick? What did you see? How? He wants information.
He didn't ask that. He just said, was that you? That's all he asked him.
So,
was that you, Micah? Yes. Well, it obviously was. We all saw it on TV.
Yeah.
But that was really deep.
Coach Belichick is a hoarder. It is just like Peyton Manning. He had a file on every defensive coordinator that he won against.
So every time we talk about this, I have to declare the irony of this. I am less a fan of Bill Belichick than even you and you are. because you have been a fan of him as a coach.
Yes, I am.
And every time we've brought it up in the discussion of who's the greatest coach ever, and it's always in the Brady-Belichick who gets the most credit sort of debate, I always say he's disqualified. He got caught red-handed cheating. He's out of the discussion. And not only that, he got accused of videotaping walkthroughs before the first 2 Super Bowls by executives, publicly by executives of the Rams and the Panthers. Wow. It wasn't proven, but boy, he sure got accused. And then Deflategate. You can't tell me if he knows everything that goes on in that organization that it didn't emanate. If, in fact, they deflated footballs, it didn't emanate from the head coach first.
You can't believe that ball boys did that on their own.
All right.
Just ridiculous.
And like this videographer did, he
he did it on his own.
When Peyton Manning is publicly quoted as saying, when we play at Gillette, there's no way we have a meaningful, strategic conversation within the confines of the locker room. We go out in the hall because we suspect it is bugged. And how many visiting teams have said, our signals got jammed mysteriously in the middle of the game? Those are cheating, at least allegations.
Correct.
Those are deep, dark cheating allegations. But now we get to this question here about this thing, the point of contention. And I say, I feel like it's innocent as charged. This is a parking ticket at most, but he is being a victim, Belichick, of his reputation.
But he should, though, Skip, because of that. If he didn't have the other stuff, then you could go, okay, this is. And the other thing that bothers me was the videographer, when he was busted by the security guard, said, oh, no, I'll erase it. Like
he just got caught off guard, like it's no big deal.
But like you did something wrong. But why would you do that? I didn't do anything wrong. What is?
Okay, well, I think he was naive and just didn't know he was violating a rule. And to me, again, they said the tape he shot was equal to what you'd get on the TV tape, so you could just watch it on TV.
Yeah, but I don't think the cameras are on the sidelines for 8 minutes. They're on the field. I know what you're trying to say, but that's not 8 minutes of watching the sidelines. You can pick up a lot more. Television is cutaways.
Okay, so here's the quote from an NFL source in one of the pieces this morning. You would not go in, meaning to the press box, wearing a Bruins shirt, Boston Bruins, put a camera on a tripod in the press box, and hope nobody notices. And I agree with that. There's one thing to be brazen. There's another thing just to be flat out stupid, and Belichick is not stupid. This would be brazen stupidity. It's like you would call the bank 15 minutes before you're going to rob it and say, hey, I'm about to rob the bank.
And that's what he did to Eric Mangini.
He did not.
Yes!
No. But it was still secret videotaping that Eric knew what it was.
And he told him
saw it from the inside
and he told him not to do it to him.
Did.
Right. Okay, and then here's the thing. The NFL sent a memo because it had been circulating that teams, mainly the Patriots, were videotaping from the sidelines. Roger Goodell sent the memo. If you are currently videotaping from the sidelines, stop immediately. Skip, okay, if he got that memo from the NFL office, why would he continue to do it if he wasn't arrogant or stupid? One or the other. Now, which is it?
It's on Eric Mangini. He just said, I'm going to do it to you.
No.
Yeah.
No, the NFL sent the memo to all 32 teams. Said if you're taping signals from the sideline, stop it immediately.
Yeah, we hear consistently that everybody still tapes defensive signals and tries to break them down. It's just like sign stealing in baseball. Same thing. There is a rule against
it. Except for the Astros took it a step further.
They did. But to me, it's still a silly rule because this is like penny ante cheating. This is like parking ticket cheating.
Skip, it's like, Skip, okay, what does my uniform, my pants not being over my knees, what does that have to do with anything? It's a rule that says your pants must cover your knees. Your socks must come up. That's the rules. Whether we think it's a rule or the importance of the rule is inconsequential.
It's just like the football with the air for all the people kept making it. Well, there's a reason that the ball has to be a certain pressure. There's a reason. Otherwise, when I'm running the football, I'll put in deflated footballs that you won't, right?
I want to be a Nerf ball.
So that it'll never be, it won't be stripped, it won't be fumbled, right? Every time I do a running play, I could bring that ball in.
Right.
Okay, just remember, the very job, as in do your job, of the advanced scout is to sit way up high in the press box and carefully watch the signaling from the sideline by the